I just put in my PTO at work, so I guess I am in phase 1 of committing to this, and I'm kind of freaking out, but I'm also just super excited. So I just saw my surgeon for the last time before surgery. I'm so excited, but also very nervous, but he explained everything and I feel a lot better about it. So week and a half, countdown begins. These are the pictures I've had hanging on my fridge for, I don't know, maybe 2 months now. This is the before, what it currently is, and this is the expectation of what we're gonna get. So I don't know, it's weird. I feel like it looks the same, but it doesn't. Like, I don't know, for some reason, like my cheeks look different, even though like those weren't touched, but we're basically just gonna like take off the bump. And that's really it. But it really does look kind of different afterwards, but I think it looks really like natural, which is what I want. And then this was like the 45 degrees, so like there's the bump, and then here it's just straight. So that is the goal. Today is the day before surgery, so just chilling pretty much and eating as many healthy foods as possible. Have a salad from Just Salad for lunch, so definitely getting in some spinach and healthy foods, but stay tuned, getting excited. And our pre-surgery dinner is brown rice with edamame, grilled chicken, spinach, and broccoli, and then a little bit of avocado. A lot of greens. Today is surgery day. I cannot believe it. I feel like it came so fast, even though there's been a few delays. I don't know, I'm excited. I'm also kind of nervous. So, this is my get well soon kit that I made for myself. Some of it is from Amazon, and then some of it is from Dr. Basiri himself, like this really cool hat. So this is all the stuff I'm gonna need, like the pain meds. And then here I wrote Jake some instructions, and then these are the official instructions for post-op. Also have an air humidifier to set up. I heard it's supposed to help with breathing if my throat gets dry. So yeah. This is my surgery outfit of the day. Got real cute here. Just wearing a bra and then a zip up because they said it's easier to just find something you can like zip up or like button up rather than put something over your head afterwards, because don't want to touch the nose. So I think this will be easy enough. And then just some black joggers. I got both of these off Amazon last minute because I realized I didn't have anything. So went with this. They were cheap, they're dark. If they get blood on them, it's okay with me. And then gonna wear some sneakers, but for now it's slippers. All right, wanted to do a last video for my nose as it is right now to remember it by. So here we go. Okay, I feel like that does a good job of showing the current nose. Got my gown and my little cap. Okay, so we're home from the surgery center. This is the current situation. Sorry if you don't like blood. Already starting to get some bruising, so about to ice my eyes. And yeah, look real cute right now. Pain, not so bad. And what happened was surgery took longer than expected. The surgeon, Dr. Basiri, was, amazing. He was just taking his time with it and wanted to make sure everything was absolutely perfect before he wrapped things up. So I was very okay with that. But then I woke up. They said I woke up like immediately with the anesthesia, like a snap of the finger. I was just like ready to go. That's because that's how I wake up. Once my alarm goes off, I'm just awake. So this anesthesia part, I feel like I wasn't down. I remember everything. And then I threw up, just like a lot of blood at first. And then I started eating some of their saltine crackers. I had a bunch of water and ginger ale. And then I really threw up a lot after that. So they gave me some anti-nausea meds. I also have a patch under my ear
that's also for nausea, because I get nauseous easily, obviously. So that I could get in the Uber with Jake to come home. Jake made me make sure I got home okay. And now he's trying to figure out what to get me to eat, so I'm eating crackers. And yeah, we're thriving, but we did it. We're here. I'm excited. Today is day 1, so surgery was yesterday. Today is like day 1 of recovery. You can see my bruising is definitely getting darker. I feel like it's spreading a little bit. It's a lot more worse on my left eye than my right eye. So I've been icing like non-stop and just taking a break to eat and just letting all the freezy things get frozen again. But I got a really cute get well soon package from this market that's up here in the Upper East Side, and I've been meaning to go check out their new market, but I've been sick and then surgery, so they were sweet enough to just mail me some of their things, and it's just so nice. They sent like some mashed potatoes and ginger ale and pineapple juice and just all the things that like have been on my shopping list that I just never got around to buying before the surgery. So they're definitely lifesavers. I thank them so much. It's Butterfield Market if you live around here. Yeah, just chilling today. I feel pretty good. So yesterday I was very nauseous when I left, but I haven't been nauseous since I got home. It could be because of this anti-nausea patch that I have. And let's see, I didn't sleep very well afterwards. I think I was just really amped up. I had lost so much adrenaline and like energy, and I just like could not fall asleep. So I got 4 hours of sleep according to my Apple Watch. So I'm probably gonna take a nap here soon after I'm done eating and just try to rest some more, because I know rest is very important right now. Pain's not bad, especially if I take the pain meds. I don't feel any pain, and my throat was a little bit sore this morning from like the breathing tube, but I already feel like it's getting better, so that's reassuring. The bleeding has slowed down since yesterday. It's still bleeding where I have to like change the gauze, but I don't have to change it that often, and I went through the full night without changing it and it was fine, so that's good news. Yeah, I'm just kind of nervous about the bruising. I don't want it to get worse, even though I feel like it's probably going to. I think they say like day 3 is the hardest, so we'll see what happens come day 3. But yeah, that's my check-in for day 1. Okay, so it's still day 1. It is dinner time on day 1. It's like 7 p.m. right now, so I have been out for over 24 hours, and as you can see, my bruising has gotten a lot worse than what it was this morning. It's also very swollen. I don't know if you can tell by looking at this eye, but it looks like it's starting to get swollen shut almost compared to this one. It's just a lot puffier on this side, so not a fan of this. I've been icing all day. I've been using the little ice circles and then also frozen vegetable bags on my eyes, and it's still pretty bad, so getting worried about what day 2 and 3 are gonna look like if this is still just day 1. Stay tuned. Today is day 2 after surgery, so we're almost at the 48-hour mark. Swelling and bruising is pretty similar to how it was last night before I went to bed. Obviously the bruising does look a little darker, and then you can see it's starting to spread like above my eyes a little bit. It's mostly on my left eye and not my right eye, so that's fun. I will say the bleeding has slowed down, which is good. When I woke up this morning, there was like barely any blood on my gauze after sleeping on that all night. Talked to my surgeon today. He said that things are how they should be right now for like being the second day in. He said like the bruising and swelling is very normal, and that it should start going down after like day 4, we think. So just hanging in there. I don't know if you heard that. Someone fell in the hallway, but just hanging in there and eating lots of vegetables, fruits, and juices, and trying to stay hydrated, and just binge watching Netflix shows because there's nothing else to do. Still day 2, but wanted to document that I actually changed outfits. I put on a t-shirt, which yes, went over the head, but it is like a very wide neckline, so I was very careful putting it on over my head, not to touch the nose. As far as food goes, I'm really still only eating soft foods for the most part. So, you know, I got some mashed potatoes, which are delicious. And I'm also drinking a Poppy. It has apple cider vinegar in it, which I've read on Google can help with healing, but I'm not an expert, so don't take my word for that. And I've heard also pineapple is good for bruising, so I'm trying to have as much pineapple things as possible. And I've also been eating fruit, again, pineapple. I have watermelon and blueberries and smoothies, like fruit smoothies, and crackers and Jello. I have pudding and applesauce. Those are pretty much the foods I've been eating in the last 48 hours. And yeah, I feel like I still have a normal appetite and I would like to try eating more foods, but I just haven't placed a grocery order yet. So just kind of eating all these soft foods while I have them. But also, oh, I did also have an omelet this morning, which is like eggs, nothing else, and then spinach in the middle, because trying to eat some protein, and leafy greens are supposed to be really good right now. So I have a big bin of spinach that I'm trying to finish this week. But yeah, that's it for the checkup right now. Today is day 3. I've heard day 3 and day 4 are usually the hardest days. Hi, Scobie. He wanted to say hello. So we'll see. I feel like my bruising hasn't changed much since yesterday. And I felt like at the end of day 1, early day 2, this eye was like starting to get swollen shut in the corner. I don't really feel like that's the case anymore. It's just more of a bruise now, so that's good. But I will say, like, my cheeks are so swollen. I don't know if you could tell. You can probably see it's a little swollen, but like usually like, I have very like thin like cheeks here and my cheekbones kind of stick out, but now it's just like all around. So I kind of feel like a bubble and I feel like a lot of pressure on my face, but it's not painful. And I actually haven't taken a pain med in over 12 hours now. So I think that's a good sign that I'm not in pain. And started the antibiotics today, and we're gonna see if that helps with anything. The stitching, I feel like it kind of hurts at times. Like I can kind of feel the stitches, but it's just like a painful pinch kind of thing, and then it goes away. And appetite is good. Just trying to eat a lot of protein because I've heard that helps recover from stuff. And I think that's really all I have for you right now. Oh, also, I've been using these ice packs. I have like 10 of them that I'm just rotating, and they're so helpful. They're like the perfect size for what you need. And then at night, I just like put them on each eye and put like a eye mask over it really loosely so it's not tight here. And it just helps so much. And I can fall asleep like that. And then when I wake up, usually in the next hour or two, I switch it. I have not slept through a night still. I feel like I'm sleeping in like 2-hour intervals, and then I'll wake up and go get more ice and water and stuff. So we'll see. I did sleep more last night than I have, but I was waking up like every 2 hours. So we'll see if tonight is any better. I think I'm starting to get used to sleeping upright. I think that took a while to get used to. Alright, that is it for now. Talk to you later. Here is one of my snacks for the day. I read online that berries like blueberries and raspberries help with swelling. They're like anti-inflammatory. Same with tomatoes, so I'm gonna eat some grape tomatoes. Orange juice to get some vitamin C, which is supposed to help with healing, and then Jake just made me some tea. And then these are my ice packs. All right, it is day 4, so it's Monday. Here's the current situation. Pretty swollen in the cheeks area. I feel like a chipmunk, honestly. Let's see, this right here under my lip, that was from the breathing tube, we think. I also have this weird reaction on my middle finger. It's like red and it's tingly. The anesthesiologist said it could have been something with the anesthesia. I don't know. We'll see if it goes away the next couple days. Bruising. Honestly, I feel fine about the bruising. Like this eye, it's really not there. This eye is still kind of dark. And you could probably see the yellow stuff all over my face. It's also part of the bruising process. It's from all of the swelling that's in my cheeks. Also, you might notice I'm not wearing my gauze today, so you can see my stitches. I'm sorry if you don't like stitches. But this is the current situation. I'm not bleeding anymore really out of my nose, so I just took off the gauze because there's no point for it to be there. It's literally just to catch the blood that's no longer coming out. Also, I noticed that it would get kind of dry and stuck on my stitches, so it just stopped being fun to take off, so I'm just not gonna wear it anymore. So here we are. I've been using my jade roller. I put it in the fridge. I mean, I'm using it super gently, like I'm barely touching my skin, but it just feels good to have like something cold on it. And I've been icing my skin nonstop also. But yeah, I just wanted to show my update. I did talk to my doctor today because I honestly was getting nervous that there might have been an infection. There was some yellow, like mucusy, sticky thing on my gauze from last night. And I've heard that like yellow, it could be an infection. So I just took a picture of my gauze and sent it to my doctor to see. And we did a FaceTime call and he just kind of looked at how I'm looking. He thinks it's not an infection, but he said to continue monitoring it, and if I get uncomfortable with there's like packing in my nose, that he can take it out earlier. Otherwise, I'm gonna see him on Thursday, which is exactly 1 week after surgery, and everything is coming off and out. But he said that my bruising looks pretty good for where I'm at, but he did say he didn't expect my swelling to be as bad as it is right now, which, I mean, we did do a lot on the tip of the nose, which we were not expecting to do until we got into surgery. So that's kind of why it was a really long surgery and a lot was happening. So I think that's why I'm swelling so much. But yeah, I'm continuing to ice. I'm not sure if the icing is really doing much at this point since it's past the 72-hour mark. And I've heard that that's kind of when the icing isn't as important. But I'm still icing anyways because, I don't know, I just don't love the puffiness. It doesn't feel great. I do feel a lot of pressure, but I am not in pain. I have not taken my pain med since yesterday, and I'm probably gonna just take like regular Tylenol today if I do feel like I want to take something. So yeah, this is day 4, which I think is supposed to be like the last day of the hard stuff. It's supposed to slowly start getting better from here on out. Yay! Hello, today is day 5. I am very yellow. A lot of yellow. Like even this nose is yellow, which is because of the swelling. Obviously, I've been swollen in all these spots, kind of bruised, and now it's turning yellow. So I'm wondering if like it's yellow underneath the cast, because I don't know, I can't see it yet. It'll be interesting to see when we do the reveal if it's yellow. But okay, so let's see. Have not taken pain meds really all day yesterday. Not today, so that's good. No pain. My nose, I feel like, is very clean. I did sleep with the gauze again last night just because when I'm sleeping I just feel more secure having the gauze underneath so I don't get any droplets of anything on the pillows or my pajamas. But I took it off and there was like nothing there, and even when I was kind of like cleaning around my nose with Q-tips this morning, nothing was coming out. So it feels like a lot of the bleeding and mucusy things are done for the most part, so that's good news. The stitches, I feel like every day they look a little better and cleaner and less red, so that's a good sign. The bruising is similar to what it was yesterday. This eye is still pretty dark. I keep trying to ice it, but it doesn't really seem to be making a difference. Appetite is super normal. I would love to have like normal foods, but I'm just trying to stick to vegetables and fruits and things that is going to help me heal. And I've been loving these smoothies. They're frozen, so they like put them in the freezer and then you take them out and you just fill, sorry, getting adjusted here. You just fill the cup with milk and you dump everything into a blender, blend it up, and then you're good to go. So these are really easy. They have a bunch of different flavors. And yeah, this is today's lunch. And let's see, today is day 5, so I have one more full day of this, and then on day 7, which is Thursday, I'm getting stitches, packing, and cast off. I'm honestly very terrified for that, so enjoying the last few days before I have to deal with that. I'm not terrified for getting the cast off because I'm excited for that. I'm just terrified about the stitches and the packing because I've heard that might hurt, getting those things taken out. I don't do well with pain, so yep, that is day 5 update. I'll check back in if there's anything else.
Hello, today is day 6, so we're almost at the 1 week mark. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be getting off the cast and the stitches and the packing and everything, so this is the last day of me looking like this, hopefully. So as you can see, I know the lighting's not that great, but the bruising is still just on this side. It's not really changing. This side looks pretty good, and I'm very yellow. So for today, I wanted to show you guys what I do to clean out everything since it's my last day doing it. Why not? So first, I start by using this. It's a saline. I think it's saline. I used to say saline and then Jake would laugh at me. It's like a spray that you spray up there, but my doctor recommended that I just like drip it. So to do that, I have to like lay down and like drip it, so I'm not gonna do that on video, but just know this is my step 1. Okay, that's done. It's not pleasant. Basically, it like goes down all the way through your nose and then like down your throat, and you can like taste it. It kind of goes into your mouth. It's like salt water or something. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the taste, but that's done. And then the next part I do is actually kind of just cleaning the nose. And for this, you have to be careful. So the hospital had given me hydrogen peroxide. I also bought some of my own, but basically you would just take that. So what I do is I put like a little bit into the cap, and then I take Q-tips and I just like dip it in there so it's wet. And then you basically just like very gently, you're really just supposed to do like the outside. I just do like a tiny bit like on the inside, and I mean nothing's coming out because there's really not much discharge left or any blood, but like the first few days there was like blood and like mucus and things, and I just like kind of do that to clean up. I mean, you really can't see, just like a little bit. Yeah, so this also is just used to like keep the stitches clean because you don't want blood drying up and sticking to the stitches, or like blood drying up like on the inside of your nostril right in front. So kind of just keeps everything clean. The next step is taking, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what this is, but my doctor gave it to me, and it's like an ointment that I put on the actual stitches. It's supposed to help with those. So I just take a little bit on a Q-tip, and then I just kind of like tap it so that it's on the stitches. Sorry, this probably isn't very cute. And like the stitches do kind of go inside the nose, so I just kind of put a little bit there. It doesn't have to be perfect. I feel like I focus more on this in like the morning and the night, but like during the middle of the day when I do it, just a little bit. And then the last step is you take like a Vaseline or like an Aquaphor, just like a ointment thing that keeps things hydrated, because you do not want your nose to get really dried out, just because I do have like packing inside there, and if it gets really dried out, it's only going to be more painful to take that out tomorrow. So this is really just like an ointment, and I just kind of like dab it all around the edge here, kind of just like on the immediate inside of the nostril, and just kind of keeps things moist. I hate that word, I'm sorry. And that's that. If I was using the gauze, I'll show you what I did for that. This is only the first like 3 days I really did this, but I would take a little gauze square and fold it in half so that it was like a triangle, and it would go on my nose, like the long side down and the point up, and I would just like tape it to my face, and this would just like collect all the blood and drainage. But obviously I don't have that anymore, so I'm not going to do this part. But yeah, that's kind of my routine. I do this like 3 to 4 times throughout the day. I really try to do this rinse more often. I do this at least 4 times during the day, just to kind of keep things wet back there so it doesn't dry out, and it also just kind of clears the nasal passageways, because the way my packing is, like, I'm able to breathe through my nostrils, so I just need to like keep the tubes clear so I can keep breathing through them. That's it. So no real updates today for day 6. I feel like every day is kind of the same now. The bruising on my left eye is still dark. I feel like it gets a little bit smaller every day, but it's still pretty dark. The right eye looks pretty good. It's almost gone. And then yellow, I feel like the swelling isn't as much, so that's exciting. Last night I got super freaked out and wearing my like eyeglasses to like watch The Bachelorette, and I would kind of like hold them up because I don't like them touching the cast because I'm just super paranoid it's gonna like leave a mark or do something. And during the commercial break I had like put them on my head, you know, and I went to go grab something from the fridge and I looked down, and when I did that they like fell onto my nose. Oh my god, it was the worst pain ever. Like I almost cried, and then I was freaking out. And I mean, my nose is so sensitive, like even just to like touch it right now it hurts. So for something to like slam onto it, it was just like traumatic. And obviously, of course, my anxiety was like and the entire night I just could not sleep because I kept having dreams that my nose was broken. But luckily this morning when I woke up there wasn't like any extra blood or extra swelling, and it feels fine. So I emailed my surgeon. He thinks it's also fine. He said something like that probably didn't do anything, but I guess we will find out tomorrow when the casta comes off. I'm excited. I'm also scared. I'm really only scared for it to hurt. I'm kind of nervous for everything except the actual reveal, but I mean, I'm excited for it, but I also know my nose is so swollen. Like the tip right now looks huge. So I know once I take this off, it's gonna look massive. So it's not like you're gonna see the real nose tomorrow, but you'll kind of see the nose bigger, if that makes sense. And then over the next couple of weeks, it's gonna like get smaller. So yeah, I'm excited. Is this gonna hurt?
No.
Okay.
We did all the painful stuff. Okay. I'm gonna set this aside as a souvenir for you. You have a mirror over there.
I'm scared to look. Oh my god. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's so cute. It's like I still look like myself from the front especially, but like I love the side. Oh my god. I love it.
It fits your face really well.
I
now
love
it's
it.
still super swollen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna touch
I
your
love
nose
it
a bit.
even when it's swollen, so I'm sure I'll only love it more.
A lot of this is gonna go down. I'm gonna clean off some of the skin. You see you're a little convex right now. It's gonna shrink. It's not gonna be a bump. I think it'll be neutral or maybe even slightly scooped if anything.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, I'm so happy.
Yay.
I mean, I kind of knew what it would look like based off the photo you had sent.
Yeah, but it's different once you see it. I'm sure
Yeah,
this
like
is a
see the front
relief.
of it and
Yeah,
everything.
like if you let your mind wander, you'll think like the worst.
Exactly.
Even
Oh,
like,
she would never.
yeah. So I'm just cleaning off the sticker gunk. You can do that at home as well.
I'm gonna be looking at myself all day.
Yeah, it's like when you get a haircut and you can't stop touching your hair, right? So,
Exactly.
so now, you know, what's nice about this is I want you to feel comfortable looking at yourself and taking pictures from all different angles without
Yes.
having to think twice about it.
Exactly.
You still very much look just like yourself. You look
Yeah.
great. You feel, I don't think, you'd be surprised how many people are not going to notice.
Right.
Like
They'll be
the
like,
change,
different.
something's different. Like
Yeah.
you seem happier, or they'll actually comment on your eyes because it just opens them up and it's much more noticeable without people focusing on other parts of your face.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you. This is
I'm so
gonna be great.
excited.
Every
I'm
day
so
is going to be a
happy.
little better and better.
Yeah.
Until you know, the swelling's completely down, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be here with you throughout that whole process. So you're going to see me again in a few weeks. You're going to see me again in 3 months, 6 months. Obviously, anytime you need me, in between those, I'm here for you. So, and you know how to reach me. You have my like direct line and everything. So
Yes, I do. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
the only I mean, really, I don't think anyone's going to notice anything except you have that bruise over there. It's still pretty swollen, but like passable. Yeah. You know, if anyone says like you go out to lunch and just say, I had some allergies, my nose looks a little fat right now.
Yeah.
But in a week, that part will go down. A little more swollen than some surgeries, but not abnormal. You look right where you need to be.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. It's like so weird feeling it and like not feeling the bump. It feels so different.
That's interesting, yeah.
In like a good way.
Okay, so day 7, it's been exactly 1 week since surgery. I totally forgot to vlog before the cast removal, but you already saw it happen. So this is right after we just got home. I'm so happy with it. I love it so much. It looks a little big now because it's swollen, and he said it's probably gonna look swollen for like 6 weeks, and then it should go down pretty much a lot. And then he said it's obviously gonna take up to the full year for it to really get the final look, but I'm so happy with it. Like, I can't stop looking at it. It's so cute. Okay. Bruising on this eye is still there, but I mean, it's only gonna get smaller and lighter, and it's nothing that makeup can't cover. But we did it. The packing is out, the stitching is out. I do have like a little tape here, so my nostrils are not uneven. That's just tape. But hello, I wanted to give a 2-week update on the nose. So as you can probably see, the bruising underneath the eyes is gone. Amazing, I love that. And I feel like some of the swelling has gone down. I feel like it's already a little bit smaller than what it was on the reveal day when I got the cast off. So I'll do a 180 of the face. So here's front, 45. This is my right side. And then 45. And this is the left side. I hope that worked because I can't see. But I love it. I think it's really cute. I'm obsessed with it. I keep going up to the mirror still after 2 weeks and looking at it. Twice a day I put the saline solution through, and then I use the Q-tip and I just like kind of clean stuff out, and then I put the Aquaphor ointment in there as well just to keep things hydrated, and it's supposed to help with healing as well as dissolving the stitches that are inside the nose. And then let's see what else. I'm not really wearing the cast too much. I do wear it if I am wearing glasses, just because you're not supposed to be wearing glasses for a few weeks afterwards because you don't want there to be like an indent on your nose. So if I need to wear my glasses, I'll wear the cast and then put the glasses over the cast. It's definitely really sensitive still. Like this morning, Scobie accidentally like bumped my nose with his paw when we were playing, and it hurt for like 3 hours afterwards. So it's definitely sensitive, and I feel like that's gonna be the case for a while. It's very stiff. I feel like I can't really move it, and it just feels really hard to touch. I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like my nose was like squishy. Now it's really hard. That's also part of the healing process. But this is the 2-week update, and then I'm seeing my doctor in about a week for like the 3-week update, just so he can look at everything and see if there's anything weird going on. But yeah, I love it. Hi again, still week 2. I realized I forgot to mention in my update earlier that a big thing I've noticed since getting the cast removed is I've been breaking out, and I've always had acne. Like, I go to the dermatologist every year and I get a prescription like ointment that I use throughout the year. But once the cast came off, my skin was pretty clear, which I was kind of surprised about because I thought there would be a lot of pimples like underneath the cast. But I've realized that a lot of the pimples formed like 3 days after the cast came off. 1 week after cast removal, and this is how my skin is looking. So I've had pimples up here, but up close, like this is kind of where the cast ended, was like even with my eyebrows, and you can see there's like a lot of little pimples up there. My nose itself is covered in tiny pimples. It's like very textured. Same with the area around it. And honestly, I'm breaking out everywhere. I read that it kind of happens when your skin experiences trauma, or your face has trauma, which the surgery is trauma. Like my body's treating it as trauma. So that's why my skin's breaking out. I mean, I've been eating super healthy, not drinking alcohol, so I know it's not diet related, and I also drink a ton of water, so it's really just this situation that made it break out. But yeah, I wanted to give that update because I feel like I wasn't prepared for that. enough. Like, I knew it would happen because I'm very acne prone, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. And I've been doing a lot of reading about it, and they say it takes, for some people, it takes up to a year for the acne to go away. So I'm really hoping that it gets under control. I've been using Drunk Elephant, Tula, as well as my acne prescription ointment. So I'm hoping that those kind of help speed up the process. I think my skin just needs to purge some stuff out, and then maybe it'll start getting better. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I am about to go see my doctor for my 3-week post-surgery update. Time is flying. Here's what it currently looks like. This is my right side, and then my left side. So I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, I am back from my appointment. It went well. It was really fast. It was just a quick check-in. He just looked at my nose, looked inside the nose, and just made sure everything was fine. He removed one of the dissolvable stitches because it was kind of sticking out. And then he could also see one of the permanent stitches that he used, so he kind of trimmed that a little bit. I was very scared from the stitches, just because the first time he took out my stitches, it hurt really bad, like these front stitches. So I was expecting it to hurt like that, but it didn't hurt nearly as bad. It was just like a quick pinch and it was done. So I think we're done with all the painful stuff. Hopefully no more stitches become issues in the next few months, because I just like don't want anything in my nose anymore. But it was good. He did say my nose looks like it's trying to go to the right more. I don't know if you can tell by looking at this. So he said to kind of just like massage my nose and just kind of push it to the left a bit so that it doesn't end up being crooked, which sounds really scary, but I guess it's a common thing because my cartilage wants to go back to the position it used to be in. So I'm just gonna massage my nose and make sure it doesn't get crooked. But other than that, that's really all there was from this touch base. And then I have one at 3 months, which isn't a while. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it looks really good, and I'm just so happy that I did this, and I love the way it's turning out. He said that it'll probably get thinner from the front, and then it's gonna get smaller as swelling goes down, like within the next year. So we'll see. I think it's so cute as it is, but I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if it were to get smaller or thinner, but I think it's super cute. So I'm happy regardless, but yeah, that's really all I wanted to update you. Hi, today is 1 month after surgery. It's been 4 weeks exactly. I'm so happy with it. Okay, so this is right side, front, left side. I hope that worked. I'm just so happy with it. I love it. I can't believe it's been a month already. Time is seriously flying, but I'm very happy, and I just wanted to do my final check-in and just say that I am very, very glad that I went through with this. It's very scary to commit to this. If you're watching this and you've made it this far, thank you for watching. But if you are watching this far, it might mean that you are preparing for a surgery, or you're considering it, or you're interested in it. If any of those apply to you and you have any questions at all, please don't ever be afraid to reach out to me. I don't use YouTube much at the moment. That could change, but I'm always on my Instagram. It's at Kellen_McMullen. Always feel free to DM me. I would love to help you in any way I can. I know it can be a big commitment, just financially, emotionally, physically, just not being able to work and go out and do things. So it is a big life change. And for me, I can't even express how much it's changed for me. It's been a month, and honestly, I haven't seen that many people out because COVID and staying at home and quarantining, being safe. But just like in virtual meetings for work and stuff, like I just speak up more. I just feel more confident in general. Coming on social media, I'm able to talk on my stories more, and I just feel like I'm able to be myself. And I don't think I had this on the video when I was at the doctor's office getting the cast off on reveal day, but I said it then and I'll say it again, but like I literally told him, I was like, you took away my only insecurity. And that is life-changing, because all of my life, like if anyone were to ask, like, what's your biggest insecurity? It was always my nose. That was always my answer. And that was the only thing I ever focused on. And now I love my nose. So like it really is life-changing. And if you're someone who is in a similar boat that I was in, where you're also very self-conscious of your nose, or you can't breathe out of your nose, whatever it may be, this surgery can really, truly change your life. It's changed mine.
I'm excited to see what happens as the swelling and everything continues to go down over the next couple months and a year. My surgeon is Dr. Michael Basiri Tarani. He is located here in New York City. Currently his office is in the Upper East Side. That could change. Obviously, whenever you're watching this, I'll put his website link in my bio if you're interested in getting a consultation with him. If you're here in New York, I think that he is an incredible surgeon. I love my results, and honestly, I picked him because I felt like he was the most personable, and he really tries to get to know his clients, whereas I feel like other doctors here in the city, they just see so many patients in and out, or they don't even consult with their patients. They have like other people consult with the patients, and the first time you're meeting the doctor is surgery day, which is terrifying to me. So I like that he takes a more like personable approach and gets to know you and like meets with you multiple times before surgery, as often as you need to feel comfortable. And then also like he'll be doing check-ins with me for at least up to the year after my surgery. So that just means a lot to me. I just really wanted a doctor I felt like I could trust and that actually cares and like wants to improve my breathing as well as my appearance. And also he's just like a really nice person, very easy to get along to. I felt very comfortable talking to him, and I didn't feel that way with other doctors that I consulted with. But obviously, please find a doctor that works for you. If you don't live in New York, you're probably not going to come here for the surgery, but you can if you want. You can get a hotel room. But just make sure you consult with several doctors. I was originally thinking I was just going to go through with one doctor, and I actually ended up picking Dr. Basiri as a secondary doctor just to say like, hey, I consulted with more than one doctor, and I didn't expect it to change my mind, but I consulted with him and it totally changed my mind. And I'm so glad that I went with him and not the original doctor that I was thinking of. So definitely make a point to see multiple doctors. So I did leave out when I was rewatching this video that I was very nervous about taking out the packing and the stitching the 1 week after surgery. And I don't think I updated you on how that went. So the packing, I was prepared for a lot of pain. And so in comparison to that, it didn't hurt. I mean, it kind of was uncomfortable and kind of hurt, but like not the pain that I was expecting it to. Whereas for the stitches, I didn't expect the stitches to hurt. People have said that when you get stitches out, it doesn't really hurt. It hurt for me. Like only some of the stitches though, like more so in the front. I don't know how to describe it. Certain stitches hurt worse than the others to remove. But again, it's only a few seconds of pain as they're removing those things. So it's totally worth it. Again, for the experience recovering, there really wasn't much pain. As you saw through my video, I was like, I'm not taking pain meds. I'm not in pain. If anything, there's just a little bit of uncomfortableness. But really not as bad as I looked. I probably looked really bad and beat up, but I promise you I was not in pain. So please stay tuned on my Instagram. Follow me on there if you want more updates, because this is my final update. But I'm just very happy, and I just wanted to give one last check-in. Thank you so much for following on this journey and seeing me at my worst. It's very vulnerable of me to put this up, but I hope that it helps someone out there. So thank you so much again.